Sorrow, so sorry. Sorrow. To meet calls you in a pain. Only one time to see you laughing. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. But I only want to see you laughing in that purple rain. Good evening, good people! Rip Donald Sutherland, indeed. A very important actor. In time, just in time for some Kyle and Champy jam session. What is happening? ChatGPT 5 by July 15th, I heard. But we also heard that we were going to have real-time voice in coming weeks. And that was more than a coming month ago. Sammy better get his shit together. You know, I'll tell you what. Sam Altman, he decided to get all petty and pretend like he didn't know who I was. And look at him now. You don't cross the irregulars. You just don't do it, Sam. Technically, the weeks are still coming. It's a good point. Our little Ilia Sver-Song got no traction on Twitter. I don't know how to use Twitter. It's almost like I'm an old guy trying to use technology. rock stars always do this? I don't know. Because it feels good. Guess you're getting your arm out of the way of the music. You gotta let it ring out. Take that, Arena. Mr. IT, I'm a Suno addict. Looks like the music labels are suing Suno and Udio. We knew that was coming. I called this a year ago. What did I say a year ago, people? People would ask, is it stealing? Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants that knows everything about artificial intelligence, who has a degree in acting. Yeah, like you know anything. Anyway, so yeah, tell me what's gonna. So is it stealing? So these tools, they're just stealing, right? It's the world's largest plagiarism machine. And what I told you back then was, first, stop talking like that. It's disturbing the people around you. Second, the next 20 years. The fucking IP attorneys are going to make a fortune. I told you a year ago that the IP attorneys had yacht brochures that they were leafing through, trying to figure out what they were going to name their second yacht. Because the music industry's like, we'll pay anything. Stop these tools. Stop progress. Stop it. Don't let them take away our industry. You have to pay to use Twitter. I do fucking pay to use Twitter. And they still don't show my shit. Pavan, Katy Perry's new song sounds AI made. Can you sing Shaggy Song? I don't think so. I can sing 30 Years of Tears by John Hyatt or Blue Telescope. The beginning of the words. Guess I can't sing Blue Telescope. I don't remember the words because this brain, she's old. I need AI. Right before I came on, Anthropic said, "Hey, funny thing, Sam, you know how you said you were going to launch all your cool shit and didn't? You just fucking take a break. We'll take it from here." So they launched version 3.5 of Sonnet, which is their middle model. Okay, so how do we... So Google had 3 different models. It was Gemini Nano, Gemini Pro, and Gemini Ultra. And then they launched them all, and Ultra was disappointing because it wasn't what they promised. And then they came out with Gemini 1.5 Pro. The middle model was better than the bigger model. And we haven't heard shit about the bigger model. Nothing. They just ignored it. They pretended like we didn't. Ultra? Oh, you mean Ultraman from the 80s? Doesn't ring a bell. It's here on your site. You can go to... Oh, that. Yeah, no, that's not this. So that's how Google was. So now, Anthropic, they have 3 models as well. They had Haiku, the teeny one, cute. Sonnet, like Shakespearean sonnet, and then Opus, grand opus. So they just launched Claude Sonnet 3.5, and it is outperforming GPT-4 Omni fairly significantly on many of the benchmarks. And I just went and played with it. And it's a... Here's my problem. I'm getting cynical, people. It should have been a Kevin McAllister moment. But I just went like, oh, it can do that now. So I'll show you what I discovered, or what I tried. And there's all sorts of Twitter posts on people trying things going, this is fairly fucking remarkable. They have new corpus data for Sonnet. I have no fucking idea what they did. We can go look. We'll go look at their... I'm sure there's a release on their website somewhere. And I didn't really get a chance to look at the news all that completely today. I mean, my version of looking at the news completely is to just doom scroll through Twitter for 3 hours. But in doom scrolling through Twitter for 3 hours, you can see the shit that repeats. And I didn't do enough of that, so maybe we'll do some of that. I might update the tools list on the Salon because it's now getting painfully out of date. I was writing up a report. What did I miss? Nothing yet. Thanks. I invest in 3 of these AI products, and I'd like to know if they've updated Anthropic. Indeed they have, Detroit J. Holden. And it looks like it's fucking remarkable. We'll go play with it. My kid wants to know if he can sing the Gummy Bear song. I don't know the Gummy Bear song. Was that one that we made with AI? The only one, only. What is with my tongue? The only AI song that I know is. Nothing ever seems to change. Stories still unfold, each unique and strange. All right, enough comedy jokes. Name that comedian. You Gen Xers, if you can't name that comedian and you're my age, what did you do with your life? My punk pals made a Cybertruck. With what? With Claude? Oh, look at Danielle sharing the live. She's sharing the love by sharing the live. Share the love, people. Share the love by sharing the live. Schwank-a-dang-dang-dang. Storyvine logo's getting in the way of reading, isn't it? Okay. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? When is ChatGPT going to turn to Skynet? July 15th is the announcement of GPT-5, I think, because I saw one tweet on it. Welcome to ChatTMZ. We'll report the news as if it's news just because we read it on the internet. Well, it's on the internet. It must be true. Cybertruck-Hate Song to the tune of Gummy Bears song. That's awesome. I don't know the Gummy Bear song. Should I know the Gummy Bear song? Well, see, now, if it's terrible, you're going to make me go listen to it, and that's on you. YouTube. Gummy Bear song. Oh, boy. Is it? The fuck is this? Oh,
Tim Hernandez wants to represent us, but he doesn't share our values on gun safety. Tim Hernandez with his divisive politics are standing in the way of progress.
I met this dude.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh, yeah. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. Gummy, 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 gummy bear.
Oh, that's not the one? That's not the one? I don't know. I don't know this. All right, let's see. The official Gummy Bar channel. All right, Gummy Bear song. Just Kids Dance? Is this it?
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear.
You know what? You know what? Everyone's bitching about AI music. It's not good music. A human wrote this. You tell me AI couldn't do better than that. Humans are overrated, people. PayPal. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Where am I? What am I looking at here? You are looking at... When you see the splattered bug logo, you know you're at Claude. Moving on. Carrying on. Exactly. All right. So, let's restart this. Reload this page. How do I get back out? Do I go here? Okay. Getting started. Generate a recipe from a dish. Recommend style improvements. Extract text from images. All right. One of the questions I get a lot is, hey, Cal, does OpenAI win long term? Not if they don't get their shit together. They're losing credibility right now on... for a while they were launching... They were just, dramatically better than everyone. And then everyone started catching up, and they've shown a bunch of shit for the past 6 months and not delivered much. They sort of delivered GPT-4 Omni, but not really. And I would say that more than anything right now, they're being very shitty at the PR game. They're just not, like, when you run a business, if you say we're going to release something in the coming weeks, and then you just don't say shit for a month and a half, 2 months, then everyone starts to assign your behavior to you. If you say, hey, we were red team testing and we found some shit and we're fixing it, it's going to be a couple of more weeks. People be like, oh, cool, they're working on it. We're excited. Yay. But when they don't say anything, it lets everyone's imaginations go to the dark place. And meanwhile, their competitors are just like, hey, how about we go take you out? When were they good at the PR game? They were good at the PR game when they were delivering. When they were delivering products. You know, they launched ChatGPT in November. It went to 100 million users in 6 weeks, and then in March they launched GPT-4. Right? So they were quickly delivering. We need to collectively be the marketing and PR arm of OpenAI. That's essentially what this channel was for the first 9 months, because there wasn't much else to talk about. All right. Anyway, what we're looking at here is the new Claude. Because what this is the Sonnet model, everyone has access to this. So this is a better, like, AI no-show. Yeah, exactly. This is better than GPT-4 Omni at the stuff it's good at, for everyone. So just like GPT-4 Omni's available for everyone, this is available for everyone. We assume that their Opus model is going to be good, but we don't know. All right. So watch this. Make me a Space Invaders clone that uses different emojis for each row of the monsters and a turtle for the spaceship at the bottom. Period. We'll just go with that. Okay, now, so there it's writing code, which is cool. But notice they created this new window that's a development environment. Let's see. Oh, wait, sorry. Make it playable in the browser. So it's writing the code in this little window. So you can comment over here. It's writing all the code. Like, this is not a minimal amount of code. There's all that shit. What? Why is it not running in the browser? Oh. I want to be able to test it here in the programming pane. I did this right before I came on here, so I know this shit works. But anyway, it's writing lots of code, which, if you don't know code, it doesn't fucking matter. Oh yeah, Claude.ai is where I am. Well, I'm going to start over. Make me a Space Invaders clone that uses different emoji monsters for the different rows coming down, period, and a turtle for the spaceship, period. I want to be able to test the game right here in the browser without going to any other environment. Oh, I was saying before, people ask me, should I learn coding? I don't think we're that far from a time where a lot of code can just be run, can just be generated like this. Okay, it's not working. It was working, but there it is. There's our Space Invaders game. I'll say, the bullets don't work. Period. They just stay at the bottom of the screen instead of flying up, period. And the monsters are not moving left and right and advancing downward, period. Also, the space bar isn't making the bullets go So this is how we're gonna decode. Learn how to fix code. Yeah. I could. I know how to fix code if it's basic. Yeah. Ding-a-ding-ding-ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Use left, right arrows. Okay, so there he's moving. Ah, look, there goes the thing. Boom! We got it. This is a functional Space Invaders game. Okay, you're not Space Invaders. You couldn't fire that many bullets, so we gotta fix some logic there. You can clear the board pretty easy. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Do-do-do, all the Jensen Hang, I heard him most recently say, parents, don't let your kids grow up to be coders. Yeah. He also said he hopes their kids fail, which I think was pretty kind of cool. Let's see what else this can do. So anyway, it can code. I tried doing something with vision earlier, and it did not seem happy. And I don't know. Let's see. What do we got here? So yeah, see how it's not previewing the image here? Something's broken with this. I wonder if I've got a cache issue. Hang on. Let me... Learn how to debug code. Cloud. Hello, Cloud. Oh, look. See? Now it's better. There it can see the thing. It can see the image. It remembered my image. That's interesting. Okay. What are we going to do with this? Let's say make ASCII art from this image and use colors as well. Let's see what that does. Claude model version not found. Huh. It said it can't make ASCII art? Can you show ASCII characters that will look like the image? Nope. What? It's telling me how to do it. It's not doing it. All right. Well, that was a fail. Let me try another upload. We'll try our old trusty whiteboard. Create a functional prototype of this app that I can test in the development window without using any other development environment based on this whiteboard. Yeah, this is failing. Something is not right. Something's not happy with this thing. All right, screw it. Let's go look at. I want to go look at news. I want to go see what's going on. I think there's stuff going on. What's going on here, people? People. There's Mira Murati. Oh, everyone's pissed off that OpenAI gave access. So OpenAI apparently gave access to unrestricted GPT-4 to the government. We launched 48 hours ago. I don't know what that's about. I don't care. Mid-Journey announcement, new features for style reference and new model personalization blending. That's kind of cool. More people pissed off at Mira Murati. She's bad at the PR games. She's one of the reasons they've got PR issues. They had that whole thing where that reporter said, "Do you train anything on YouTube?" And it turned into a whole meme of her making the face like, I don't really know how to answer that. All right, announcing Hermes 2. All right. AI movie premieres. Mira Murati's an asshole. Finally watched a movie about AI. All right, maybe there's nothing big here. Where's all the Anthropic shit? Let's go. Why am I not seeing the Anthropic stuff? Come on, people. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is really, really, really good at code. Yeah, my point is, the coding stuff, by the end of the year, apparently Microsoft is working on a new GitHub sort of coding killer amazing thing. I think coding by the end of the year is going to be quite remarkable. Matthew Berman, Claude 3.5 Sonnet is now the best model I've tested. Congrats to the team. Anna, we're living in unbelievable times. This is a new world. Upscaler. Makes her look plastic, but whatever. Oh yeah, these are the benchmarks. So here's GPT-4 Omni. So graduate level reasoning, GPT-4 53, Claude 3.5 Sonnet. The thing about 3.5 Sonnet, don't forget, GPT-4 Omni is a big model. I don't know how many... Well, GPT-4 was 1.8 trillion parameters. I think GPT-4 Omni is less than that, so let's say it's some amount of billion. But the Claude 3.5 Sonnet is the smaller model. So the smaller model is performing better than GPT-4's biggest model. Undergraduate level knowledge, they're about the same. Code, GPT-4 is at 90%, Claude's at 92%. Multilingual math, it's a point higher. Reasoning over text, it's 4 points higher. Mixed evaluations, looks like it's significantly higher than anything. There's not a score there for Omni. Not as good at math and better at grade school math. So anyway, there you go. That's funny. Mark Andreessen. What's he saying?
Let's just say immersive entertainment or experiences. And, you know, and I think VR, AR is one version of that, but also just like immersive worlds, you know, on traditional screens. The intersection of that, and then the intersection with AI. You know, we're doing a lot of work in AI, a lot of work in gaming, a lot of work in media. So I spend a fair amount of time talking to folks in gaming. You know, thinking about AI in games. I spent also a fair amount of time in talking to people in like the entertainment industry about like AI in movies and, you know, TV and things like that. And of course, that's, you know, quite controversial.
All right, listen. Finish a sentence. Said Chat ADD. Hey Jen, we're excited to announce our $60 million Series A. There you go. Maybe they can get their shit together and get their products. We're putting together a product that's relying on Hey Jen, and they said it was going to be a $10,000 minimum to get API access and get a security, whatever, a BAA thing. And then we went to engage it, and they're like, oh yeah, no, you can't make any changes to the legal contract. That would cost you $30,000 minimum. So they're just kind of making up pricing as they're going. So I hope they get their shit together. They need a marketing person there. Text-to-speech model. Let's see, is it any good?
A pot of tea helps to pass the evening.
Nope. Oh, that's cool. Dynamic inspection of bridges. Cracks. Huh. That's cool. All right, there's nothing big going on. I was full. Ooh, that's cool. Who did that? F-Zero. Nice. I'm thrilled to present my latest video. This looks cool.
In the year 2560, the greatest race in the galaxy ignites. F-Zero, a brutal test of speed, skill, and survival on futuristic circuits where gravity is defied and metal squeezed. 4 champions push their machines to the limit. Captain Falcon, a legendary bounty hunter with a thirst for victory. The Fire Stingray, a sleek pink speed demon driven by a ruthless ambition. The Wild Goose, a hulking green beast piloted by a daredevil with nerves of steel. And the Golden Fox, a cunning racer who craves the checkered flag. From the neon-lit streets of New City to the treacherous ice fields of White Land, they'll battle for supremacy on deadly tracks, risking everything for a chance at immortality. Buckle your seatbelts for the ultimate adrenaline rush. F-Zero, rated PG-13. Blast off this summer.
Nice. Nice. Created with Luma Labs, Midjourney, 11 Labs, UDO Music, BM Design Pro, YouTube upscaled with Topaz Labs. There you go. All that AI shit. 3.5 Sonnet in cursor. I don't know what that means. Luma AI, what did they say? Anything? No. That's a good idea. Let's try that. Do new. Make an 8-bit pixel art of I got it, a 70s muscle car. So it's generating code. Bam! There's a 70s muscle car. Oh yeah! You know what's funny about what some of the examples are here is like these used to be the programming examples when they were first teaching programming back in the 70s and 80s when I was learning basic and stuff like that. You'd do stuff like this, but you would have to manually code this. So I can switch back over to code view. It's like, here's your X and Y coordinates, here's your width, here's your height, and there's your color, right? Like there's one line of code right there. That's one of those blocks. And now it just makes it, but the examples are, let's see. Let me see this. I'll say, that looks like poo-poo. Why don't you make 8-bit dog poo-poo? Let's see if it does it. That's pretty fantastic. This was my childhood, the Atari 2600. You'd come back from the video game art. You'd go to the mall. You'd go to the arcade. You'd play these awesome video games, and then you'd beg your mother to buy you the Atari 2600 cartridge of whatever, Atlantis. And the packaging was beautiful. And you'd get home, and this is what you'd see on your fucking TV screen. There was nothing like in the arcades. You kids today, with your home video games that are as good as... Arcades don't even exist anymore. That was my childhood. You spoiled brats. All right. Let's see. Suggest product descriptions, transcribe handwritten notes, understand complex equations. Just crazy. We are in crazy times, people. Here's an Asteroids game I made. Let's see. Can I... rebuild game. This was simple Asteroids game with animal shapes. Look at all the code this is writing. This is stunning. Whoop. How do I? Oh yeah, I can move. This is a real flippin' Asteroids game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is the little Kevin McAllister-y. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna change the spaceship shape. Right now, the ship is just a triangle, period. Can you make it look more like a spaceship with a clear front and a clear back, period? When I move, fire should come out the back, period. When I shoot, the bullet should come out the front, period. I gotta tell you, it is... the fact that we are in the middle of transitioning from having to write code to just say, no, could you make it suck less? Could you? I want it to look more like a ship. Right now it's a triangle and it makes me sad. Yeah, it doesn't have any collision detection right now, but we'll fix that. Share it please in the irregulars. If you wish you knew you... Wait, huh? Share it, please, in irregulars, if you wish. You know we want everything you can give us. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, that's cool. Look, the ship is now very ship-like. Oh, that's cool. Right? Oh, and it made fire. Look at that. Good Lord. I still got it. This is my game. Oh yeah. It's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy, I'll tell you. Crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, I'm going to share this in irregulars. In the irregulars channel. You're like, but Kyle, what is this irregular you speak of? I do not know nothing. I know nothing of what you talk about. Oh, hey, Mark. Oh, hi. This is the irregulars channel. Hello. Ooh, that is gorgeous, Danielle. Very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I think we will use that one tomorrow. There's Ilia. All right, there is... Let's see. We'll put a little thing here. AI Learning Lab Asteroids Game. Yeah, you can go look at the prompt I used here is not very much. I just talked words. I just said, make a game that's sort of like a game. Make it have animal shapes. Let's see. Let's go back here. Let's go. Okay, this is good, but we have some issues, period. The asteroids are moving too fast for the first level, and there are too many of them, period. Also, when the spaceship shoots one, they should break into smaller pieces, period. Also, there is no collision detection with the ship, period. All right. Yeah, I mean, like this is debugging by. I just talked the words. Claude's new AI campaign. Hey Bob, did you learn programming? Yeah. How'd you do that? I just talked the words.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Add sound effects, slight color when a hit connects. Yep, that's good. Okay, that's good. Game. Oh, look, it did game over. It did collision detection. Press space to restart. Holy shit, that's amazing. Space, right? Okay. Oh, it did it. Nice. Oh, this is bringing me back. Okay. Great. This is looking perfect, period. We need to add sound effects with repetitive background music like the original game, thruster sounds, shooting sounds, and explosion sounds, period. And when the spaceship gets hit by an asteroid, it should make a bad sound. I just talked the words. Here, watch. Certainly adding sound effects would be fantastic. And then just, it's gonna go squirt out some code, gonna squirt out some code. Then you'll be playing your game in the browser, And 3 lives. Oh yeah, we gotta have 3 lives. Good point. Uh-oh. Uncaught error, uncaught reference error. Claude, it seems there's an uncaught error, period. Reference error, init is not defined. I apologize for the oversight. You're right, there's an error in the code. Let's identify and fix this issue. Now we can be gaming desires just via talking commands. Amazing. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of blown away. I know, Otto. I'm the same way where, like, I'm... that's what I was saying. Like, as I'm doing this, there's a part of me that's like, this is not even possible. And there's a part of me that's kind of normalized that these tools are just going to get... They're going to get, well, this is already significantly beyond my capabilities as a coder. Significantly beyond it. I apologize for the oversight. The screen is just black. You broke the game, period. Please unbreak the game. To make this game work, which platform do you have it on? Nothing. This is just a development environment. I told it I wanted it to make a game that worked in the browser without having to go anywhere else. So could I use this to make an app idea I've had for a few years? Yes. Yes. Wait, see, now we're back to... So that's interesting. So this is kind of cool. Down here you got versions. So I can go back versions. That's the broken one. That's the one with the error. This is the last one that worked. All right. Okay, I want you to go back to version 3, period, which was the last version that worked correctly, period, and add the sound effects to that, period. Be sure that it works before presenting it as a testable game. Shankadinkang. I apologize for the confusion. You're right. We should go back to a working version and carefully add the sound effects. Shankadinkang. Can it make it Angry Birds? Let's see. You know the joke about the clown that says, "But sir, I'm a Pagliacci." That's me with AI. Thanks. This is the pro version. I don't know what this is the pro version is in reference to, but this is not the pro version. Oh, this is similar to the pro version of Gemini. Yes, that's correct. This is the middle version of Claude, which means everyone has access to this. And by the way, this side-by-side view, that's a feature you have to turn on. It's an experimental feature, but boy, is it cool. Claude's response was limited to hit them. Okay. So, the reason the game's not working now, adding the sound rate limited us out. Okay. It looks like adding the sound effects generated too much code to work with your current limitations, period. So let's not do all of the sound effects, but maybe just the shooting sound. Let's see what it does. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, you know, if E key equals arrow left, then ship.rotation minus 0.1. It's just amazing. It's like, crazy. Middle version of Claude is 3.5 and is free. Correct. If you go to Claude.ai right now, this is the version you play with. So this is better than, I'll give it a try, informative channel. Thank you very much. This is better than ChatGPT 4 on a lot of areas, and code is one of them where it's much better. Error, load shooting sound, type error, failed to fetch. Oh, but we do have a really nice looking spaceship now. Oh, and I like the little shapes it's doing. That's really cool. Lives 3. So cool. Unbelievable. Let's go let me do a new thing. I want you to act as an innovative game designer. And design me a game which has the trigger twitchy enjoyment of asteroids, but teaches the concept of quantum mechanics visually, period. It should start simply and get more sophisticated at each level, period. You should also give it a fun name and have a title splash screen. All right. I've created a game design document for quantum asteroids, wave function collapse. Would you like me to elaborate on specific part of the game design? I'm going to say, I'd like you to build it and make it playable in the test window, period. I understand. Generating. Boom. Asteroid-Browser is cool, but is there a more useful thing you can do? I've found it unreliable. Well, all this stuff right now is unreliable. This is use the arrow keys to move, space to collapse wave functions. I don't know what I'm doing. Specifically as a front-end developer. Yeah, with all of these AI things right now, they can get you to about 80%. And, damn it, the speech-to-text thing's always staying on. It can get you to about 80%, and then if you want to build stuff that's real, you've got to build the other 20%. This feels to me like this probably goes to 85%. Or if before it was at 70%, now it's at 80%. So, and this is just going to keep getting better and better and better. I don't know what I'm doing is the war cry of all people playing with AI. So true. It's good for things like boilerplate code and common library or language. Yeah, this is right now, but same with creative writing, same with business writing. Like all of this stuff right now, if you try to use the shit that ChatGPT writes, like you have it write a LinkedIn post, if you just copy and paste that shit, it's horrible. But you can get better at manipulating your prompts and manipulating your workflows to get better and better versions of it. Same with the code. This to me takes a next step up where it's writing longer chunks of code without shitting the bed, and it's actually creating a development environment where you can just play and test right in here. There are other tools that do that, but not at the sort of ChatGPT kind of level thing. So big deal. So I would go play first. He is showing demos that anyone could do. Kyle, I have an idea. What if you gave it a picture and told it to make a game based on the pic? Yeah, we can try that. Although the picture upload stuff has been wonky. Let me go to my desktop. Oh, that's a good one. Play first, mindfully create, generously lead. Okay, great. We'll open that up. Upload docs. Okay, it's in there. I'd like you to make a game based on this image that has 3 levels based on the words on the banner, period. So on the banner, it says play first. There, look, there it said. The theme's on the banner. Play first, mindfully create, generously lead. Now it's creating a game design document. The game concept Mountain Adventure captures the essence of the image and the three phrases on the banner. It's designed as a cooperative multiplayer experience that progresses through the 3 distinct levels, each focusing on a different aspect of community building and personal growth. This is so cool. The game starts with exploration and connection building in play first, moves to sustainable creation and crafting in Mindfully Create, and culminates in community leadership and event organization in Generously Lead. Throughout the game, players are encouraged to work together, embrace diversity, make choices. So it got the embrace diversity from the picture. That's kind of cool. Make choices that benefit both the community and the environment, the vibrant mountain setting, and diverse cast of characters. Would you like me to expand? Okay, so let's see. Can you make a playable demo of the game that I can test in the development window without having to go anywhere else? Period. Which, by the way, if you want to like really do testing and things like that, just tell it to write the code in Python and use a Python environment like Replit where you can run the Python code. I understand you'd like a playable game. All right, so it's doing that. So it's got buttons and cards. Application client-side error. The browser console. See the browser console. It crashed. I apologize. Try a simpler version that should be more stable. I'll create a basic demo without relying on external UI components. Welcome to Mountain Adventure. Oh, okay. I see. Click on Gather Wood. Gather food. Gather wood. Wood. Stone. Food. Not enough energy. Wait to recharge. All right. It's kind of crap, but it's a game. Oh, 9 messages remaining until 12 a.m. I'm about to get rate limited out here, people. Let's see what else we could do. Start a new chat. Oh, and it just crashed. Interesting. Yeah, this is... All right, I'm going to get out of here. Because this is... It's just... I have a feeling their servers are just completely overwhelmed. I only use Gemini for anything work-related, but much better... It's much better at the more technical stuff, in my opinion. Yeah. Have you played with the new Claude, Pate? I'm curious how this is. It's Oregon Trail. Oh, I see. Cool. Nice. Sharon, I'm blonde, so not too hard to do. This is kind of blowing my mind. I know. This is... So, what this channel is about is, just playing with AI long enough. I feel that every human being on Earth deserves to play with AI long enough to have their first Kevin McAllister moment. Because once you have one, you're like, shit, how do I keep up with this? And then you realize you can't, and it's completely exhausting, and then you realize these tools aren't perfect, but these tools... Oh, first gift. Thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate that a lot. Forever Hooked. I'm here to complain and be pedantic. I also occasionally answer questions. Yeah, don't fear. Pate is one of us. He's special. This is a neurospicy channel. We're neurospicy friendly in here because I honestly believe that this is a self-selecting channel that neurotypical people I don't think could last 5 minutes in here because I don't fucking finish sentences. I like start out. I'm like, here, I'm going to tell you the news. And like an hour later, I'm like, what was I going to say? And someone will type in, weren't you going to tell us about the news? I was like, I've got it. Normal people can't handle that kind of non-agenda. Neurodivergent people are like, yeah, this makes sense to me. Yeah, I can follow the train. Lord Digital Gods. I love the variety. It never gets boring. Thank you, Rachel Sparkles. That is very nice of you. The hair is about to go south, so, you know. They don't call it the AI salon for nothing. Nah, I haven't messed around with Claude regarding deep dives into technical AI things. It might be worth playing with because it looks like it's doing code pretty damn well, and it's, you know, similar to, I was saying this, I think it was before you got here, Pate. The Gemini Pro 1.5 version was better than the Gemini Ultra 1 version, and then 1.5 Ultra never came out. This appears to be the same kind of thing with Claude, where this is the Sonnet sized version, the normal sized version, the middle one, and it's at 3.5, and it's better than ChatGPT 4. So we assume they're going to come out with the fancy version at some point in the future. I just had Sonnet make me a word processor that saves docs and docx format and RTF. Amazing. I want to try that. Damn it. All right, that's a good idea. All right. Kyle, you donate your time and knowledge, and it's much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that. I wouldn't say I donate it. I certainly don't make any money. So I put in a lot of time, but I get a lot of value out of doing this. And the most important thing I get out of this is, I mean, one is just the community here is awesome. So there's great people. I'm making good friends and even professional connections that are pretty deep. What this channel does most for me, and what I intend it for you, is that it keeps me in the AI conversation. This stuff is exhausting. It's exhausting to keep up with. It's exhausting to learn. And if I weren't doing this, I would let 3 or 4 or 5 months pass in between paying attention to it. And by doing this every night, that doesn't happen. I'm like on top of it as the stuff comes out. And that feels really important to me. So that's what the channel is. But I appreciate the kind words. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, let's just do... I want you to create me a note-taking app that has word processor features built into it and a note-saving system that allows me to navigate my notes, period. All the basic functions should be there, period. I should also be able to export a note as a text file, a PDF, a Word document, or as a static image of the text, period. We'll see what it does. This is my favorite part of the day, but I'm going to hop on. Everyone here is so great, and Kyle is the best. Oh, thank you, Heidish. I really appreciate that. And I agree. This channel, like every one of these nightly jams, it's like what's going on in the comments is a whole separate thing than what I'm doing. And it's this cool jam. Your last comment shows how much I love the channel due to the fact that I'm not neurospicy. Wow, Steve-O, that's amazing. Thank you. You're amazing here. Okay, let's see. Application side error. It broke. I love being able to, because this is what I say to my developers. They're like, you know, okay, your application's done. And I'm like, it broke. And they're like, well, it shouldn't. And I'm like, well, it did. And they're like, can you replicate it? I'm like, yeah. When I try to run it, it won't. What? See the browser console. What did it do? Without more information. It's a client-side exception error, period. It said to see the browser console, period. Can you please analyze the code and find out what went wrong and fix it, period? I need to take some notes and need an application to take my notes in because a really good one doesn't exist. So I want you to write it right now, period. I know you can do it, period. You're the best, Claude, period. You're seriously the best, man, period. You're like such a good coder that I know you can fix it, period. Man, yeah, man, cool. All right. Sometimes you got to give it encouragement, people. I appreciate your enthusiasm and confidence in my abilities. Let's take a closer look at the code. All right. Let's see. Dang, 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 dang. When I first had, oh, look. Note title, Jim's toes. Jim had really crusty toes, period. But he went to a lady who had little fish in a bowl at the bottom of a chair, period. And he put his feet in the water with the fish, period. And they ate all the crusty off, period. Humans are weird, period. Save. Oh, look, there's Jim's toes. Oh, that's so cool. New note. Bob's apple. Bob's apple. Bob had an apple. And it was sweet and red. And Bob took a bite out of it. And there was a worm in it. And he thought, drat. I was excited to eat an apple. And now I'm eating a worm, period. Hey, this worm is pretty tasty. Period. Save. Go back to Jim's toes. This is amazing. Search notes. Okay, I'm going to search. Oops. Fish. It's even got a search function in it. Kyle's mind and pattern of thought never cease to amaze me. Hey, if you can't have fun with this shit, okay, so we got to go back here. Great. It's now functional. Great. Great. It's now functional, period. But the buttons at the bottom of the screen are too big and overlap one another. Can you please adjust the UX so it is more aesthetically pleasing, period. By the way, has anyone ever told you you're awesome? Question mark. Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad to hear the app is now functional. Let's improve the UI and make it more aesthetically pleasing, especially the buttons at the bottom of the screen. Oh, so exciting! Oh, please show it, save a PDF. Okay, I will. This is unbelievable. There it is. Okay, we can at least see all these things now. All right, let's see. Sally's earwig. One night, Sally was sleeping, and she heard a loud crashing, and she thought there was a train coming through her apartment wall. Period. When she opened her eyes, there was nothing there. Period. But she still heard the train. Period. And then she realized there was a bug in her ear. Period. That actually happened to my wife in New York City. Save. Okay. And then we're going to go save as PDF. That didn't work. Save as image? No. Okay. So, the save buttons don't seem functional right now, period. They should call a system level finder modal to save the file to the local hard drive, period. I apologize for the confusion. You'll seem right that the save functionality isn't fully implemented. Sample inputting data, checking to see if it's exporting properly. Ooh, text JSON HTML. That's interesting. Jessica's map. Jessica was nice, period. Jessica was part of the Gen Z generation, period. Once Jessica's daddy told her that she should learn how to read a map. And she said, "But Daddy, you're a dum-dum. I've got Google, period." And then one day, Google was down and Jessica was lost, period. She sure wished she would have listened to her daddy way back in those map folding days, period. Save. All right, Jessica's map is in there. Let's save this out as text file. Nothing. All right, not there. Anyway, let's do one more thing. The file saving features are still not there, and you changed the file types from what I originally requested, period. That is the sign of a bad programmer, period, or someone who doesn't listen, period. I know you definitely listen, period. I'd just like you to pay more attention, period. I think it's a good way for you to improve who you are as an employee and how you contribute to the organization, period. As always, you're awesome, period. Oh, and by the way, can we add in some formatting tools like bold and underline and italic, period? And maybe right align, center align, and left align, period. Oh, and let's add bullet points as a formatting option as well, period. You know, like a word processor, period. You know, period. I don't even understand what Kyle just said to try to get Claude to do something different. Well, I know enough about programming that I can at least talk it. I do this all day with my developers, so I understand coding enough to be a pain in the ass client. Look, there's our formatting shit. And then if we go this one and we click on center, it centered it. This is unfucking believable, people. I mean, I don't know. You know all those underline? That's underline. Let's make this one bold. Bold. Let's make all of it italic. It went back to these file formats. So we're going to save that. Those things are still unfunctional. This we would probably have to actually learn a little bit about coding. This is fucking bonkers. It really is. React component, Node app with word processor. Let's make these bullet points. Oh, that didn't work. No. The bullet point function doesn't work as expected, period. You're right. I appreciate you pointing that out. Oh, wait. Hang on. Something's wrong here. Wait. I would like to order... Whoa. That was freaky. What the fuck was... Hi. Siri. I would like to order. Yeah, this is weird. Well, anyway. Highlight these. Yep, bullets still don't work. Underline, bold, italic. All right, well, that's pretty fucking incredible. Pretty fucking incredible. Whoever made the comment about, you didn't even understand how I said something. The thing about having a tool that's this capable of something like coding is that it's not only good at coding, it's good at explaining the concepts of coding. So rather than just jumping in and saying, make me an app that does this, you could jump in and say, I'm going to have you write me an application, but before we get to there, I want you to teach me about how coding works and what are the terminologies and what are the concepts I need to know. And then here's the kind of thing I want to do, and I want you to recommend what language I should use and what tools I should use, if any, other than you, right? Like, it can walk you through all that. If you want to get into coding without coding, I mean, you witnessed that, and whoever said it, I forget who said that they made the word processor that I'm like, I want to go make one of those. Like, come up with an app idea and just have it do it. And the first thing it's going to create is going to be basic and ugly. And then just keep going in and say, I want it to do this, I want it to do that, and I want it to do that. Can you save it? Well, yeah, all the code's right here. I guess it's React. Let me ask. What is this coded in, and how would I use it outside of the development environment? The code is written in React, a popular JavaScript library for building user interfaces. Here's a breakdown of how you would use it outside of this environment. Technology stack, development to production, build the application. You would typically use a tool like Create React App or Next.js. Run a build command, npm run build or yarn build, to create optimized production files. Deployment. The built files, usually in a build or dist folder, can be deployed to a web server or cloud hosting service. So this is explaining how to deal with the code. I just had Sonnet make. Oh, it was Detroit J Holden. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for repinning that. Yeah, Detroit J. Like that's just fucking bonkers. And again, I'm not a coder, so I'm gonna do stupid shit here, and I'm also gonna be more impressed with it than I should be, right? Because I'm not a coder. But if you are a coder, you'll be able to use this tool on a different level, because you'll be able to see, oh, it's doing, how it's approaching this is not the way I would approach it. So you can then say to Claude, do it the way I want it done. And it will go, okay, sure, I'll do it your way. And then you'll say, no, I want this as modular components, not as a monolithic block of code. Okay. And it'll break it into modules or whatever, you know. So it's like all this stuff. Like if you're really good with illustration, you're going to be good at things like Midjourney. If you're really good at writing, you're going to be good at, you know, recognizing shitty writing when you see it. Dunkaroo, great lesson tools on Google for free. Awesome. Nothing is wrong, Kyle. Your program is working as it should, as it should be. I want to learn to code but hate coding. Me too. I've got ADD. I can't, honest to God, when it was writing all that code, like when ChatGPT writes code, it writes like a chunk like this big. And I'm like, I could parse it and I could see it and, right? That was writing so much code, it was giving me anxiety. I'm like, if I actually wanted to have to read that and understand it, that would suck. But you don't have to now. You could say to Claude or ChatGPT, document this code. Explain it to me. Explain what's happening. And comment the code. Actually, I've got one. All right, there's our preview. I've got one message remaining until midnight. So here's what I'm going to do. I want you to document the code comprehensively so I can easily glance through it and understand what the different sections are and what the code's doing in that section, period. And I probably didn't even need to say that much. I could probably just say, wait, did I say document? No, not document the code. I want you to comment the code. Okay, here we go. Boom. Documenting the code would have written an external document. This should rewrite the code. Let me see if I can see it. Sync the text editor with the value prop. Apply formatting to the selected text. Handle changes in the content editor. Editable content area. Reusable button component. Yeah, so this has gone through. So I don't have any. I'm out of. I can't do anything else here. So it didn't do it as comprehensively as I wanted, but it did it. Like it's every one of these. Select the note for editing. Create a new blank note. Right. So this would be a really good way to learn code. Right, to learn the concepts of coding. Have it write some code. Oh, this would be a great idea. Okay, here's an idea. Could I run a created game from Claude and then paste the code into Google's Colab 2? Yeah, you could absolutely do that. You could put it in Replit. You could put it in any sort of runtime environment. This is just code that runs like normal code. So yeah, they're just running it right now. They're running it in this React component. a fun project to do would be to tell it to create the application that you want, get the application working decently well, and then have it give you a tutorial on how it wrote the code and how it thought about each of the components of the code, and show you the code examples and tell you what it did. And like tell it you want it to explain very basic programming concepts like variables or what, just say, I want you to use the code you just wrote as the examples and teach me what you did and how you thought about it. That would be a pretty cool little ditty about it. That would be a pretty cool little ditty. Yeah, I like it. I like it, people. All right, this was a bit of a geeky rabbit hole because we're doing coding. Coding doesn't play well on screen, but it was kind of cool just watching it write code, and then up came the application ready to play. Pretty remarkable stuff. So ChatGPT better get their shit together. I posted a link in Watercooler for training. Oh, that's awesome. Detroit J. Holden. Okay, so what he's talking about, if you're new here, when we talk about the Irregulars channel and the water cooler and things like that, that's all at... That's not the right... Well, you can go there. Go to aisalon.mn.co. And that's... The AI Salon is just a cool place where people can hang out and talk about AI. I feel super smart just sitting in on a conversation about coding. Oh, man. What's funny, it's like one of the values of the AI Salon is curiosity. And I'm very curious about how this shit works. I know I have accepted that I don't have the brain to be able to do it. Now I do, because of AI. One of the biggest things that I see AI providing in the world is accessibility for all of our shortcomings. Like, I've got ADHD. I don't have the attention span to do coding. But I understand coding, and I like thinking logically. Like, I like the problem solving that coding requires, but I just like doing it at a high level. Now I've got tools, rather than having to work with someone, I understand it enough to know what to ask for. Oh, you want to know about how programming and hardware works? Well, for the shit I want to build, I do. And quite frankly, for understanding how generative AI worked, yeah, like I did want to know that. In fact, the lesson, Pate, that you gave on when I asked the question, wait, what's the difference between a CPU, a GPU, and a TPU? And then you explained it in a clear enough way that I could grok it. I could get, okay, now I get why you would use those different things. So yeah, I like understanding that stuff. So having that kind of curiosity. Now that we have the tool that understands everything in the universe, just get curious about fucking anything, and then have it be there. Have it teach you how to do that. And when we get the real-time voice, where you're just going to be able to have a window up on your computer that can see everything on your screen, and then you can just say, like I do here, where I'm talking with the voice shit, I can just go, wait, why is that thing purple? And it'll go, oh, you're right, that shouldn't be purple, that should be blue, let me fix that. Could we make the little sprites in this game look more like that thing in the screenshot up there? Oh, sure. Can you make it faster? Sure. What happened to the Salon.ai? I obviously just have the wrong presentation open. This isn't... I'm totally confused. Oh, there it is. There's the Salon.ai. That's the one I want you to go look at, because that one has the merch store on it. And that's also, like, I like using this one just because there's sometimes I want to add other links to this page. So this is just a link tree. The Salon.ai. Don't we have a cool logo? I love that logo. AI Salon. See, it's an A, and then it's a road, and then it's a dude, and it's a moon over the road, and it's a mount. It's like the from Close Encounters, the little mountain where the UFO thing. It's all of those. It's everything. And it's a salon. Did you already talk about ChatGPT 5? What's new about it? No. Did they announce that shit? I think they just said it's coming July 15th. Someone said that. I saw a single tweet about it. Let me go look and see if I can find anything more on it. Let's go. Chat GPT 5. Chat GPT 5.
At the trajectory of
Nah, there's nothing. There's nothing. Nothing, people. Nothing. 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 All right, people. Tapping. Thank you, Mr. IT. I appreciate that. Thank you for all the hearty hearts, people. You're up to 13,000 if you're wagering at home. By the way, all the people tapping, there's 3 ways that you can tap. One is preferred. You can tap the old-fashioned way, and that's to get a digit and tap. And if you want to get ambitious, double tap. This will cause carpal tunnel syndrome, and for older people, like a lot of us, it can be pretty painful. That's method 1. Method 2, you go to Amazon and you search for auto tapper. And then you stick this thing on your phone and it goes ga 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 ga. You could do that. Method 2. Method 3. And this is the preferred method, pioneered in Australia by Steve-O. You get your grandchildren to tap on the screen for you. So you're watching the TikTok, just drinking a beer, punching a kangaroo or whatever you do down there. And you're like, hey, Maddie, come on over. Start tapping. And she's like, but Grandpa, I don't wanna. Start tapping. Grandpa, my hand hurts. Keep tapping. Use your other hand. But Grandpa, my hand, can I stop? You can't stop. Get your grandkids or your kids to do the tapping for you. This is the preferred method. We're teaching them discipline. It's called structure, people. It's so valuable. And tell them it's a competition. And they shouldn't win all that often. Came in second again. It's my grandpa, my hand hurts. I want to win. All right. I installed the AI Salon app, but it requires precise location for some silly reason. The AI Salon app, it's just a website. It's the Mighty Networks app. Yeah, it requires your location so one of the things that Mighty Networks does, so a couple of things about the AI Salon. One, it's free. Let me get the thing back up there. One, it's free. The other thing about the AI Salon, the way Mighty Networks works, and something we strongly encourage is we want people to use their real name and, put your picture in there, because connecting in community is going to be important for the future of work. Your work, my work, all of our work. So one of the things that Mighty Networks does is it understands your location so it can find other people in the salon near you. There's views within Mighty Networks where you can say, find people near me, and it gives you a whole little map. It's really cool. There's also things like find people that have similar interests. There's a thing that's just here's people that are similar to me. It's pretty slick. So that's why it's asking for your location. Double Tap is also a zombie movie title name. It totally is. Auto Tapper is that like the Chat GPT button?
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Exactly. All right, I got to get out of here, people. That was kind of cool. I am personally struck and disappointed with myself in that I didn't have a bigger reaction to Claude writing and executing code at that level. I feel like I've gotten a little too... You know what it is? You can't ever be innocent again. So I feel like I'm AI. I'm AI educated enough to be like, well, yeah, of course it writes code and executes it like that. Of course it does. It's AI. So I'm turning into a smarmy AI asshole. I got to get back to beginner's mind somehow. Where I'm like, oh my God, it writes code. It's amazing. Look, oh my God, did you know it could do that? Oh, I missed that me. Now I'm just like, oh yeah, sure. Yeah, it does that. It understands and simulates reality. It's the actual holodeck. That's what this channel's turning into. I'm sorry, I failed you. All right. Get back to your childish enthusiasm for this shit, people. Don't be like me. It will hit you. Your brain can't process what it saw just yet. You'll wake at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, that's true. In a cold sweat. That's really funny. All right, do me a favor. There's 80 people in here. First of all, thanks for hanging out. That's really cool. Follow my channel if you don't. Why? It doesn't really matter. This is what I learned about TikTok. I've got 36,000 followers, and apparently, it's just sinking in now how TikTok works. All of the content you produce is, the algorithm is for interest, not your social network. So the fact that you follow me, I don't think it does anything. I put out content and then it doesn't go to you all. It just goes out there. They show it to 100 people and they're like, did the 100 people give a shit? And if they didn't, then they don't show it to any more people. And if they did, then it goes to 200, and then it goes to 500, and then it goes to 1,000, then it goes to 2,000. Which is why all of the videos I make from now on and the lives, I'm going to do in a Mankini. Who would not be interested in that? Rachel Sparkles, thank you as always. Fun to learn here. Thank you so much. AI is so underhyped. I agree. And by the way, in the corner is a video series called Underhyped, which is a series of videos I made talking about why AI is a bigger deal than people think it is. So if you want to pick that up. Am I spoiled? Yes, I am completely spoiled. I love what I learned tonight. Can't wait to try it. Yeah, please go play with Claude. It looks like it's overloaded right now. The servers are a bit janky, and I would imagine that it's gonna improve over the next week or so, just because that's how these things always work. All right, 25K. I can sleep now. Oh, you guys are awesome. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks, irregulars. Thank you, mods. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everyone who shows up here. And let's do a little romper room magic mirror. I see Joey. I see Firefly, Teton Skier, Lord Digital Gods, Alan. Brandon, thank you so much for everything, sir. Papa JJ, Digital Gods, Lord Digital Gods, Wolfman, Clint, Danielle. Great live tonight. Thank you very much. Can't unsee that. Me and a Mankini? No, it is an unseeable event. So we'll save that for special events. The Mankini, Man-Kyle Kini. Total wellness with Steven. Thought the Mankini was funny. Danielle was like, no. Rachel Sparkles laughing. Cosmic Lover laughing. It's comedy abound with Kyle in a bikini. Is he wearing a Speedo? What are we in Greece? What is going on here? I'll spare you. I won't do it. Hey, listen. If I want to grow, if I want to tap into the interest graft, I got to come up with ways, right? I guess this is why I got to go to.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
That's why those idiots do that. Algorithm hackers. See, I'm of the old school, the old school, antiquated, ineffective mode of like, I'll just make content that I think's good. No, you gotta.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
All right, everybody. Thanks all. Tomorrow's Friday night date night. I've got an event tomorrow night, so I've got a Colorado Companies to Watch dinner where they announce the winners. We won last year or the year before for Storyvine, and as an alumni, I'm gonna go to that. So it'll probably be 9 o'clock tomorrow night. All right, and then yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for all your time. I appreciate it a lot. Bye.